Hey there, it's Jen Thoden with YourColorStyle.com, and welcome to another episode of Color Style Me. This is where you have tagged me out on Facebook or on Twitter, followed me, and then attached your photo with the hashtag ColorStyleMe, and I'm going to do the best I can to give you an online color analysis. So in this video, there are 20 case studies, so I'm going to do 20 at a time. And this is my best professional guess at your color type in the Your Color Style system. There are equivalent seasons and I will mention them, but it's definitely not a one-for-one. I'm not doing an in-depth color study and there's no photo adjusting. I'm taking them straight from the posts out on Facebook and Twitter and putting them into the video. So just to be clear, the Your Color Style system is not a seasonal color analysis. It works where I first decide whether you are bright or cool, and this will dictate the types of colors you can wear. If you can wear colors from the bright color wheel, then you can typically wear very clear chroma colors, sometimes very bright colors. And if you are more soft, you will have a tendency to look better in colors that are slightly muted with some gray, and they're just softer, not nearly as intense or bright. Okay, if you are soft, clear, bright colors will overpower you. And if you are bright, soft, muted colors might drain you. And so that's the general premise behind the Your Color Style system. And so now you'll know what I mean when I start to say bright or soft. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for this one, the angle's a little tough to really get a good view. It looks to me like she has fairly bright, like greenish eyes. It looks like she has some warmth to her skin, some golden hues through like all over her essentially. So I think she has warm undertones. She definitely looks bright to me. So she can wear colors from the bright color wheel. So I'm going to say bright, warm, and medium, which means I bet she looks really great in like a bright tomato red top. The lighting's a little off on here, but I can still pretty much conclude that she has looks like very deep eyes, very deep hair, fair skin with that high contrast. So I can definitely see her wearing colors from the bright color wheel, like a bright magenta would look really, really great on her. Cool undertones. Her skin kind of lacks that warmth, and it looks more like an olive skin tone instead. And very, very deep because of the eyes and hair. So bright, cool, and deep. I love when people send me these like collages of multiple because it really helps, especially the eye shot. So if you're watching this and you want to be included in one of these videos, definitely send me multiple if you can, like especially in a collage, and a close-up of the eye is always very helpful. Make sure that you're wearing a white shirt if you can. Be outside in natural light, not direct sun, like hot sunny light, but just like overcast day or when the sun begins to set, so you don't have those harsh lighting and harsh shadows on you. That's the best kind of light. If you can stand in front of a bright window without having direct sunlight, again, that's another really great way of getting a good photo for me. Okay, indoor lighting really doesn't work. So just putting those out there. All right, so she definitely has these beautiful warm tones to her eyes. She seems to have some warmth to her skin and hair as well. So she has warm undertones. She has kind of a brightness to her eyes. And I definitely think that she can wear bright colors from the bright color wheel. So she is bright and warm and about medium in depth. You can see that like the black top that she's wearing is not really in alignment with her overall coloring. It's because it's a little bit too dark and high contrast for her natural coloring, which is more medium contrast and medium in depth. Okay, so bright, warm, and medium. She looks soft to me. The lighting's a little off, but based on the quality of her eyes, which look very soft and cool, and her hair that looks a little ashy, I think that she has cool undertones. It's really difficult to tell. It could be that she actually has warmer undertones than it seems. But my guess is that she's soft, cool, and deep because of the darkness in her hair. Her eyes are very, very deep, as well as her hair, with a very fair skin, that high contrast. And that tells me she could probably wear the colors from the bright color wheel. A bright magenta on her would probably look stunning. And so she has also cool undertones, definitely that lack of warmth. And so bright and cool and deep for her hair and eyes. She is so golden, and at least in the photograph. Now, but here's the thing, and I'm going to go probably. I'm a little bit torn between bright and cool, and I'll explain why. So first of all, I do think that she has a brightness about her, deep eyes, deep hair. I think that she probably looks really great in bright colors from the bright color wheel. Also very deep, so bright and deep. Now, does she have warm undertones or cool? So when I first saw this photo, all I saw was this golden yellow skin, and I thought warm. And if that's still true, if this photograph really does reflect how you really look in real life, then I would say bright, warm, and deep. The reason I have cool here with a question mark is because if the wall behind you is supposed to be white, then the photo itself has a yellow cast to it and is giving you more of a golden quality than you may really have. And if that's the case, then you may have olive skin tones. The yellow cast of the photograph is giving you more of a golden look than you really have. So the best way to tell is that if you look really great in rich golden colors, like golden yellow, golden brown, orange, or red orange, then you have warm undertones. But if you look really great in, say, like a magenta pink, and you probably have cool undertones. That's why it's a question mark. It's because I'm wondering if you actually are more olive than you are golden, and this photograph is throwing me. This photograph is very out of focus. I think I've actually done her in a previous video as well. So it's hard to tell, but it looks like she has a softness to her. I cannot tell from the photograph because of the quality of the lighting and the fact that this photo is out of focus if she has cool or warm undertones. She could have an olive skin tone based on the yellow that I see. It's really difficult to tell. I'm not even 100% confident of the softness. The quality of the photograph just really isn't good enough to do. So I'm sorry about that. She has a brightness about her. Her eyes, the contrast in her eyes from the whites to the depth of her eyes, the depth of her hair. She definitely, and the very fact that she's even wearing a bright top and looks great in it tells me that she is bright and she is deep. Now, the warm undertones is an assumption. One of the reasons why is because she's wearing that bright coral top, and she looks really great in it. Now, if she had cool undertones, that top would not look right on her. We would notice it first and go, "Oh, that doesn't look right." In the upper right, she looks more golden. It's probably the lighting in the photograph, but she looks like she's wearing kind of like an off-white top, which looks good. I think her hair might even be colored in this photograph. So the bottom right, doesn't really tell me much. So based on the main photo on the left, it looks like golden undertones with, the brightness and depth. And so I'm going to go with that as my assumption and read on the photograph. She definitely has brightness about her, very bright eyes, bright skin, bright hair, and about medium in depth. Now, what's interesting to me is I think that she has warm undertones. The reason that I'm not 100% convinced is because the lighting changes in every photograph that she has here, and there's not a real clear indicator for me, except that she, in the upper right, her lips look more of a red orange. It's got a little warmth to it, and she looks really great in that lip color. Where on the bottom left, she's wearing a much cooler pink, which I don't think flatters her very well at all. And so I think that she has warm undertones. I think she is bright, warm, and medium. In the upper left, she's wearing a cool blue top, which I don't think flatters her nearly as much as that warm red in the lips. So if she looks mostly like the upper right, I'm going to say bright, warm, and medium. Definitely cool undertones. Just the very fact that when she's placed up against that magenta on the lower right, and the cool gray background on the left, and it just looks like she's at home, tells me she has cool undertones. Also just the quality of her hair is it looks to me a very dark, almost black kind of feel to it. So I'm going to say bright and cool, that she can wear bright, cool colors, and she's very, very deep. The upper left photograph really throws me because it has such a yellow cast to it. I don't think it's a natural coloring for her based on the other three. So lower left and lower right seem to be the most natural colors for her, and the most consistent between the two. And it looks to me that she is bright, cool, and deep. Again, bright, cool, and deep. Now, I don't really have a good read on her overall, but she looks like she has olive skin tone, very deep eyes, and very deep hair, and she looks fantastic in that bright blue top. So she's definitely bright. I'm going to guess on the cool undertones, so bright, cool, and deep. Oh, she definitely, I think, is soft. It's really hard to say. Honestly, I wish I had a close-up of her eyes because I could easily be swayed that she is bright. But I'm having a hard time imagining her in very, very bright colors. So I'm going to say that she is soft. Looks a little bit better in the softer colors. She looks like she has got cool undertones with the olive skin tone and deep. This one's tricky for me. I would love to be able to actually virtually drape her to be sure, but I don't really see her in like golden colors as I do in cooler colors. So I'm going to guess soft, cool, and deep on this one. Definitely bright, warm, and medium. As soon as I saw her, she has such a brightness about her, just in her quality of her eyes and her skin. It's very bright. I'm going to say warm undertones, and this is kind of like, again, a little bit of a risk, I think, when I say that, because I could easily be swayed into cool. Now, her hair has a lot of warmth and brassiness to it. I think that it's colored that way, and so here's where I'm kind of hemming and hawing. Her eyes don't have as much warmth as the photo of her does, and so with the pinkness in her skin and the lack of warmth in her eyes, I'm thinking the hair color is throwing me. And so although I have here bright, warm, and medium, it is very possible that she's actually bright, cool, and medium, and probably looks really great in like bright sky blues. I bet she looks fantastic in that color. So if this is you, if you can wear a bright tomato red or a golden color very well, then you're bright, warm, and medium. But if that's not the case, those colors don't look good on you, and you really just look way better in bright pinks and bright magentas and bright sky blues, then you could very well be bright, cool, and medium. Oh, definitely cool undertones, no doubt about it. Those bright, crystally blue eyes and that fair skin and dark hair, very like that kind of that lack of warmth, if you will. So bright, cool, and deep. This one's really hard to tell. The photo on the left, as you can see, is not very close up. It's very, it can go either way. The close up of the eye definitely helps me a little bit. Not much. So I'm going to make some assumptions here and conclude that she's got cool undertones. I can see a little yellow in her eye, but that doesn't mean that it's warm. It looks a little bit cool still. And because there's a little bit of that mix in her, I think they're soft. I think that she has soft tones about her. She probably looks really great in like a soft dusty rose or deep rose, and looks very pretty. So soft, cool, and medium. I'm assuming that I'm analyzing the woman and not the man. I love it when I get couple photos. They're super cute. So she has very, very deep eyes. and her hair has a little bit of a natural gray to it, but I don't think that really softens her. I can actually see her wearing very intense colors. In fact, she's actually wearing bright colors around her neck right now, and so I see that about her as being bright. Definitely deep. Now, whether or not she's cool or warm is really challenging because of the quality of the photograph. It looks to me that she's naturally has cool undertones. And so with that, I'm going to say bright, cool, and deep. If I had a different photograph of her in different lighting, I might have a different opinion on the undertones. Definitely warm. Those warm mixed green blue eyes has just a nice warm cast to it. I'm not sure if she's wearing a lip color, but if she is, that color looks too cool on her. I would love to see her in a nice brighter, more coral color on her lips. I think that would be very, very pretty. If that's her natural hair color, which it looks like it is, it just definitely has a natural warmth in her hair. And so I say that she is bright. She's got bright eyes, bright quality to her hair, so she can wear colors from the bright color wheel. She has warm undertones and about medium in depth. I definitely can see her wearing, whether or not she wants to wear that color is another thing, but I can definitely see her wearing like a bright orange or a bright tomato red or a golden color on her. I would definitely say warm undertones. The photograph could have a yellow cast and be throwing me, but she just definitely seems to just have a natural golden quality all overall. So definitely warm undertones. She has a brightness about her. I can definitely see her in colors in the bright color wheel, but I'm going to definitely say the depth is light. Now, she may be able to wear medium colors, or she may have a darker tone to her, but she's a little bit older, and those darker colors may actually enhance and make her look a little older, and actually the darker colors could be a little heavier on someone. So I would stick to the lighter colors of the bright and warm color palette. I think you're going to look fantastic. Bright reds, bright pinks, bright turquoises are all going to look very pretty on you. I think that you're bright. Now, the photo's very out of focus, so I'm going to make some assumptions here. It looks like the eyes are fairly bright. She looks like she has warm undertones. It could be the lighting in the photograph, and I didn't color adjust, so it's really hard to tell. The fact that she's wearing kind of a gray top and doesn't really go and blend well with her overall coloring, which also kind of clues me that maybe she has a warmth about her and warm undertones. So I'm going to guess bright, warm, and medium. This photograph is a little bit washed out, and so it makes it a little bit challenging to know for sure her type. Based on what I'm seeing and kind of making some assumptions about what she might look like in real life, she has softness to her eyes, a soft coolness to her eyes. So I'm going to say soft and cool with a medium depth. I would be surprised if she walked up to me and I saw golden on her. My gut tells me that she has kind of an ashiness to her hair, softness to her eyes, and so she is soft, cool, and medium. And she is soft, cool, and deep. Now, I could be wrong on this one about the softness, but she definitely looks like she's got soft gray eyes. What would change my mind is to see her in a different kind of photo. Maybe her eyes are brighter than they seem, and she can wear a very, very bright blue. I don't see that. I see her looking really great in like a charcoal blue-gray, something that's more muted and soft. Definitely has cool undertones to her skin. So I'm going to say soft, cool, and medium. If you like this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're interested in getting a professional online color analysis, visit yourcolorstyle.com and you'll discover lots of information as well as a link to where you can get all the details and sign up there. If you're confident on your color type or season, go ahead and get your color fan. Use the coupon code 5ColorStyleMe and you get $5 off of your color fan at colorfans.com. Make sure you use the dash in the middle there, and this link will also be in the description below the video. The color fans fold up nicely to fit into your purse when you go shopping, and they also open up really nicely as well. So use that coupon code to get $5 off your color fan. And if you're not exactly sure what the equivalent of the color type to your season might be, there's information at the website. So if you go to colorfans.com, there's a link that says what's my color type, and you can actually look to see which color fan is right for you if you already know your season. Okay, so again, 5ColorStyleMe is the coupon code to get $5 off your color fan. And if you want to be included in a video like this to get a free color analysis, this is really kind of my best guess without doing any kind of deep color study or photo adjusting. Like me out on Facebook or follow me on Twitter, #ColorStyleMe, and make sure that your message looks something like this at Outfit Ideas for You on Facebook, Color Analyze Me Please with the hashtag, or on Twitter at Jen Thoden, Color Analyze Me Please, #ColorStyleMe. I will find you and include you in the next video. Thanks for watching.